We are only a few days away from WWE Worlds Collide, and this Saturday is going to be, a day that no one will ever forget. Which brings us to today's video, which will be my predictions for Worlds Collide. Now, obviously, we have seen over the years, Worlds Collide has always given us moments that we never would have ever thought would take place. Especially one of the greatest 8-man tag team matches in WWE history. Faction warfare between Imperium and the Undisputed Era. We've even also seen as well Tyler Bate and Braun Breaker unifying both the NXT and the NXT UK titles in the same match. A lot can happen with Worlds Collide, but this will be the very first time ever in professional wrestling that the Lucha Libre promotion AAA will be added to Worlds Collide. Not only will this feature superstars from Raw, from SmackDown, and from NXT, but will also feature stars from AAA as well. So without any further ado, let's get down to business with the question of the day. Among the card as it sits now, what are you guys' predictions for Worlds Collide? Let me know down in the comments below. And also, guys, we are now officially 100. We are now officially 100, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we are now officially 182 subs away from hitting 500 subs. So if you have not done so already, be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, be sure to follow me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail if you guys want to send me fan mail. And you guys want me to open it up on the channel, all the info will be in the description as well. And without any further ado, let's get straight to it with the first match on the card, being none other than actually the first match that was announced for Worlds Collide. It will be all three members of Legado del Fantasma. I am talking about Santos Escobar, Angel Garza, and Humberto Carrillo, obviously Angel and Berto, against the unlikely trio of Elio del Dr. Wagner Jr., Psycho Clown, and Pagano. Obviously, I really haven't gotten the chance to check out AAA wrestling. I believe AAA wrestling can only be seen on HBO Max, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna have to take a look. I'm gonna have to take a look here. Let's see. Let's see where to watch. So I believe if you want to watch it live, I believe it can be seen on Televisa Univision, which I don't think we have. I don't think yeah, I don't think we have. I don't think we're able. I don't think for us in the States we're able to get get that channel. I'm not entirely sure because my family and I have Dish, so we don't know. Um, yeah, it's hard to say. I'm not really sure what channel exactly we could watch it, but um, Televisa Univision. I want to check that out. Televisa. Let's see. Televisa Univision. Here we are. Um, I believe. Let's see on Dish. Let's see. Let's see. Channel 270. I believe we have. I can actually look it up. Give me 1 second, guys. I can actually find it on the Dish Anywhere app on my Fire Stick. Give me 1 second. But as I am checking that out, this matchup is actually something that has been talked about for quite some time, and the reason being is because when it comes to Worlds Collide, this is basically a dream match. This is basically a dream match for pretty much any and all wrestling fans. To be fair, Wagner Jr. is one of the arguably, if one of the most premier competitor in AAA, and I don't think Santos Escobar has had any issues. Oh, we do have it. Okay, cool. Cool. That's actually kind of cool. Okay. Oh. Huh. How about that? How about that? I didn't realize that we had it. That's pretty cool. Anyway, so this is a pretty cool ordeal because with all the matches that's on the card, this gives fans an idea of what AAA is all about. And I believe Wagner has won quite a few championships in AAA compared to what I've seen, compared to the other two. Plus, I think from what I've been hearing, I don't know if the rumors are true, but supposedly Wagner and Psycho Clown have had a lot of history together as rivals. So this will be very interesting, to say the very least. But also think about this, right? With the issues that's been going on from within Legado del Fantasma, I have no doubt in my mind that Wagner, Psycho Clown, and of course Pagano are definitely going to exploit the holy shit out of that animosity, out of that bitterness from within Legado del Fantasma. They're going to completely expose it like it is nothing. So, as crazy as it sounds, I think Wagner's team might just end up winning the match. Mostly, I feel like because of the fact that Berto has lost pretty much every single one of his matches over the course of the last month and a half, maybe the last couple months at best. And Santos has been like, dude, what are you doing? Plus, we even also found out that Santos has vied to have to have Los Garza challenge for the AAA tag team titles at some point. At some point, so it'll be very interesting. It'll be very, very interesting to see how this match plays out. But I'm very curious. But I think Wagner's team might end up picking up the dub. Next up, we have a match for the AAA Mega Championship, which will feature the new champion, Elio del Vikingo, and of course Chad Gable. Obviously, Chad Gable will be pulling double duty Saturday, not only competing at Worlds Collide, but of course bringing in El Grande Americano to compete in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, which I will talk about in tomorrow's video, so be sure to get ready for that. But this rivalry literally started at WrestleMania. Literally, it started at WrestleMania when WWE announced a partnership with AAA. So this will be very interesting because we saw Vikingo cost Chad Gable a spot in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match last week on Raw. This week, last night, El Grande Americano, Chad Gable was given a second chance. So I'm pretty sure Vikingo is definitely going to expose Chad Gable as for the fraud that he is, especially if Vikingo is able to exploit the injured elbow that Chad Gable has. And you guys saw if you guys watched Raw last night, you guys know that El Grande Americano, his elbow was pretty banged up. And we saw Chad Gable's elbow. They're pretty much the exact same person. So I have no doubt that Vikingo is going to exploit Chad Gable as the fraud that he is. I get that Chad Gable went on a sabbatical, trying to understand the art of lucha libre. But let's be real, let's be real. When it comes to the style of wrestling that is lucha libre, there's only 5 people, in my opinion, that are considered the kings of lucha libre, and Vikingo is definitely one of them, as is WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio. So the fact that Vikingo was able to become AAA champion this past weekend proves that Vikingo was indeed prepared for Chad Gable. So I think at this point, this will be Vikingo's first title defense. So I've got no doubt in my mind that Vikingo is definitely going to win. I'll admit, if Chad Gable does become the AAA Mega Champion, I've got no doubt. I have no doubt in my mind that all hell is gonna break loose. Excuse me. That all hell will break loose, and it ain't gonna be pretty. That's for damn sure. Next up is the Fatal 4-Way for the NXT North American title between the new champion Ethan Page, along with Javon Evans, Laredo Kid, and SmackDown's Rey Fenix. Again, this is the point that I made. Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AAA, all under one PLE, that is Worlds Collide. So the rivalry between Ethan Page and Javon Evans goes back to last year. To last year when NXT was in Lowell, Massachusetts. Ethan Page exploited and completely destroyed Javon's jaw, wiring his mouth, his whole jaw completely shut for several weeks. This led to, obviously, excuse me. This led to both Evans and Page having a series of one-on-one matches, tag matches, triple threats, and whatnot. And every single time, Page has been able to exploit the broken jaw of Javon Evans. Now, with the addition of Laredo Kid, who's been quite the sensation all over the world, and with Rey Fenix added to the mix, who's no stranger to AAA, obviously being a former AAA tag team champion alongside his brother Penta as part of the Lucha Brothers. This is going to be very interesting because you've got 4 different clashes of styles, right? You've got Ethan Page, who's more of a technical wrestler. You've got Javon Evans, who's got the agility, if you will, and then you got Rey Fenix and Laredo Kid, who both are high flying experts, if you will. This is going to be very, very interesting. But this is Ethan Page's first title defense, so imagine what happens if Javon Evans becomes North American champion. Imagine what happens if Laredo Kid won, or if Rey Fenix won. Imagine that, right? If Laredo Kid won, then the NXT North American Championship would go to AAA. Where, as opposed to Rey Fenix, the title would end up on SmackDown until someone took the title off of Rey Fenix. But I don't think Ethan Page is going to be giving up the title anytime soon, and he'll stop at nothing to retain the title. So my money is on All Ego Ethan Page. Next up is a tag team match that honestly has boiled over for the last couple weeks now, dating back to Battleground. Stephanie Vaquer, the newest acquisition to the Raw roster, and of course NXT's Lola Vice against the team of Cheek Tormenta and Dallas La Caribena. I'm hoping I'm saying their names right. I apologize to them if I butchered them. But yeah, Battleground, we saw both Dallas and Cheek show up to Battleground to watch the NXT Women's Title main event. Actually, well, actually, it was part of the main event, but the fact that both Dallas and Cheek were responsible for costing Stephanie Vaquer the NXT Women's Title last week on NXT proves that Stephanie Vaquer knows those two ladies better than anyone else, and this is going to be very, very interesting because of the fact that Stephanie Vaquer, again, as I stated, is no stranger to those two ladies. Obviously, they've had a lot of rich history, but adding Lola Vice into the mix proves that Lola Vice knows Stephanie Vaquer. She knows what she's going through. I don't know, guys. I think at this point, this is gonna be a very interesting yet very fast-paced matchup. And also, think about this: Chad Gable isn't the only person that will be pulling double duty on Saturday. Stephanie Vaquer will also be pulling double duty as well, meaning that once this tag match comes to a close, she's gonna have to deal with the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, which I'm assuming is probably going to most likely kick off Money in the Bank, which is probably bound to happen. So I don't think Stephanie Vaquer is going to be winning the Money in the Bank ladder match. I really don't think so. But with this match, I think because of how pissed off because of how pissed off she got after losing the title last week, I've got no doubt in my mind she's gonna use that anger against Chick and Dallas, and that's what's gonna be their ultimate downfall. So if I was a betting man, I would put my money on Stephanie Vaquer and Lola Vice. Which brings us to the final match of the card, and it was a match that was made official over the weekend, actually, between the LWOs, Dragon Lee, Cruz del Toro, and Joaquin Wilde against the team of Octagon Jr., Aerostar, and Mr. Iguana or Dr. Iguana or something like that. And from what I've been hearing, Iguana is a very strange dude, because apparently he walks to the ring with an actual iguana. Yeah, and we found out that this will be on YouTube, so that'll be very interesting to watch the PLE on YouTube. There's really no telling like what to expect with this matchup, but this is something that I really can't predict all that much because of the fact that Octagon Jr. is one that is no stranger to professional wrestling. Because apparently, if I'm not mistaken, I believe he's competing in TNA, isn't he? Isn't he with TNA? Let's see. Laredo. Let's see here. Laredo Kid is with TNA right now as we speak, and Octagon Jr. is also with TNA. So they're known as the Aztec Warriors. So it's literally Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AAA, and TNA all competing at Worlds Collide this Saturday. And this is going to be very interesting because of the fact that the Aztec Warriors have done a lot together in TNA, and the fact that they're competing on WWE soil proves that what has happened so far with WWE with all these partnerships and whatnot, it's working. Literally, it's working. It's working, and it's bringing more and more fans to the WWE product. So this will be very interesting because of the fact that Octagon Jr. has worked with Laredo Kid for so long. I don't know how he'll fare teaming with Aerostar and Iguana, given the fact that, from what I've been hearing, both Aerostar and Iguana have done well working alone. So working together should be very, very interesting, but I think my money is going to be on the LWO. And on that note, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more PLE predictions and results in the future, then be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.